I would like to create a demonstration in which I will plot two curves, and the plotting will be done in a dynamic way so that it shows up in the form of an animation. So in Python, I required the libraries. So I require the plot library, matplotlib dot py plot as plt. This is the one which is required for generating plots. And I will plot point by point. Let's consider two curves. One is a straight line, y equal to x, and the other is a parabola curve, which is y equals x squared. And let's plot them point by point and show them as an animation. So in Python, I initialize a point x 0 and initialize another point y equals 0. And I generate a frame with the PLT plot xy as a red circle, and x and y square is like x squared. So, and this will be with the blue plus sign, right? And for that one, for generating the frame, I write PLT axis. So from 0 to 1, and vertical axis from 0 to 1. Okay. And with the two PLT legend. So the first one is a linear curve. The other one is a quadratic curve, right? Okay. So this is to create a frame. And now I define a variable delta x. Delta x is 0.005, right? And now let's generate a for loop for I in range. In range, let's take 20 points, right? And in Python, you have to use the indent. This is compulsory. This is compulsory. In for loops and in control structures of if and while, the context is governed by the indent. If something is written with the indent, it is considered part of the control structure. Otherwise, it is considered outside the context of that control structure. And the moment you remove the indent, it is considered outside of the control structure. There are like no and if or and for or and loop statements, right? So x is equal to I times the delta x, I times delta x, and then I plot PLT, plot x and y is x. Okay, let's write here y, and in the previous line I write y equal to x. So this is just one single value, and I again plot it consistently with the red circles, and then I plot x and x times x, which is x squared, and then blue and this one, right? With the plus sign attribute. And then to give it a form of movie or animation, I use the command pause of 0.2 time units controlled by the computer. And there is the end of the loop. This line is not necessary. I generally write that one to remind myself that it is the end of the loop. So it's a Python file. I save that one in a directory. So NME Python. Okay. So this is animation01.py, and this should be saved as a Python file. Yes, Python file. So there are few Python files as well. So the moment I press the save button, the text, coloring text, shining shows up. And now we are going to call this file from the system, the command prompt. So I use cmd, right? So now I write here Python. So it finds the Python that it was installed somewhere on December 3, 2024. Okay. Well, this is the version, not the installation date. This is the version that showed up on that day. It is Python 3.13. Okay. Not the draw. Okay, I'm looking for the spotlight. Okay, so here if you write 2 plus 2, so it generates the answer 4. By the way, this is not the exact path of Python at which it has been installed, but during the installation, I checked the option that add Python to the path, right? So therefore, it is accessible directly from this default directory, right? So otherwise you have to use the complete path of installation, right? So over here, I have to call this file. So the file is at the address, D directory, subjects, NME, and all that. I can access to that one, that path. So where is the path? Okay, NME Python. So here is the file animation01. So let's find the path. So I copy this path, and over here I will use an execution command, right? So how to access that one? So here is the execution command. Execute this file, and over here you have to have keyword open, and then the path of the file, right? And then it says the file name animation01.py. So, well, this should be within the quotes because it's a file name. And if there are spaces, so that must be considered as a character. That is true in all the programming languages. And after that, with this object, we have to use the keyword dot read. So this one. Okay, it shows up with the error. I knew about this error. So with the path, it has eliminated this sign, right? So it requires double of these backslash. So double here, double here. Okay. And then here. So the command file name as identified by the system, and dot read. So enter at the end. Okay. Okay. So two curves. Okay. The legend and the quadratic curve is plotted with the plus sign. So the animation was successful, right? So animation was successful. Those who are still in a problem, so I can clear the screen with the command Control L, and behold, this is not illusion. This is not illusion. So a very nice graph generated point by point. So this is the way we do with the animations. So with the computer's approval, we have learned a way to develop animations in Python, and this is a remarkable point to enjoy as a success. And stop this video.